in and tag your neighbor. Make sure you share this video on your Facebook page, baby. Come on in. Come on in. I can't see who on here. Talk to. Come on in, Michelle. Tag your people. Y'all already know what time it is. It's the Saturday night Hot Topic Show with your girl, Keith Speed. And you know, I just feel all bright and everything, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I got my new shirt on by my girl, you know, a part of the class squad, Miss Jessica Stevens. You know, come on in, Deborah. Come on in, Janae. Come on in, Cornelia. Come on in, tag your people. Tag your people. Tag your people. Tag your people. Tell them to come on in. Hey, everybody, come on in. Oh, somebody go come on in. Hey, I'm gonna come on in. Oh, tag your people. Tell everybody we over here on YouTube. Oh, tag your people. Oh, 'cause I'm in some type of mood. Oh, come on in. Hey, Brenda, come on in. Janae, come on in. You don't want to come on in. We move from Facebook. Hey, we move from Facebook. So tell your people to come on in, 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 hey, come on in. Hey, Janae, come on in. Cousin Christy Tay, come on in, come on in. Hey, come on in. Take your neighbor, take your friend. Hey, tell them, come on in. Take your neighbor, 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 come on in. Oh, come on in. All right. Bring y'all ass on in. You know, to the live show on Facebook, you know, and to the live show on YouTube. But we over here on YouTube. You know, tag your people, share the live over there on your Facebook page. Come on in, Monica. Come on in, Starla and Ebony and Libby and the show. Get the mood on up, child. So come on in, y'all. Share this live on your Facebook page. Just take a second to go over there and hit the share button and share it on your Facebook page and tell your people to come on in. You know, I hope you got your libations. You know, I hope you got your smokes and all that. Come on in, Tanja. Come on in, Jenny Pooh. I hope you got your, you know, all your shit that you need, you know, to come the fuck on in and have a good time. And they're just on what? Motherfucking pills. You know, come on in, Lakia. Come on in. So, we finna get this show started. And the first person that we got on the show, you know, because, you know, this is, you know, what a nigga want to do. He want to be, you know, in the news and shit. Since he want to be in the news, we going to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the nigga that we got on here first to start the show off with, you know, I've been stopped liking him when he was kicking bitches and shit. You know what I'm saying? When he started kicking, you know, women and shit at his shows and all that kind of stuff in the forehead and all that, I started not really liking a nigga like this. You know what I'm saying? But you know, some people continue to watch his, watch, you know, listen to his music and shit, but I didn't. And that is DaBaby. So unless you've been hiding on a rock, you know, DaBaby has the jump on, you know, the jump on a nigga Danny Lee, who he got the little baby by and stuff. You know, DaBaby cute. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad, you know, her ears and stuff big and all that. You know what I'm saying? But she cute. You know what I'm saying? She's cute. She's a cute little girl, little happy baby. You know, I thank the Lord because her daddy is angry than a motherfucker all the goddamn time. So I'm glad that he is, DaBaby came out, you know, cute and all that, you know, because Daddy Lee said right on in, but that's neither here nor there. But, you know, so, you know, he was around here kicking, they jumped on Daddy Lee brother at the skate, not at the skate ring, but at the bowling alley over there in West Hollywood in LA. Because, you know, the dude said that when he seen, you know, when he seen DaBaby, that it was going to be on site. So, you know, it was on site. He did. He said it was going to be on site. He said it was going to be on site. So, you know, it was on site. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, now I'm going to show y'all the fight because, you know, a nigga was slipping and sliding and all that carrying on. And, you know, a nigga was slipping and sliding and, you know, the fight and all that, it wasn't all that, you know, like they tried to make it seem like the man just got beat down in the ground and in the floor and all that. It wasn't like that. But, you know, he did, you know, he got tossed around a little bit, but here you go right here. Let me show you that. Okay, so let me tell y'all something. So for me, you know, the fight and stuff went out there. Let me tell you why the fight went out there. Let me tell you, come on in, Tanisha and Savannah. Let me tell you why the fight went out there. First of all, for me, the fight went out there because anytime you got to go, the wrong motherfucking fan. Look, that's the wrong goddamn fan. Anytime you got to go and jump a nigga, you know what I'm saying? You don't get no motherfucking cool points for jumping a nigga. You know what I'm saying? You don't get no cool points for jumping a nigga. Jumping people and shit is played out and it ain't cute and it show how scary you is. It didn't take 10, 15 niggas to jump on one dude. It just didn't. You know what I'm saying? Then DaBaby, you know, he take his motherfucking hammerhead sharp looking ass. You know what I'm saying? He get his hammerhead sharp looking ass and go over there, you know, and you know, he got a lick in and shit. But y'all was slipping and sliding and shit. Didn't nobody think to have, you know what I'm saying? That y'all was at the bowling alley and that it was going to be slipping and sliding and you was going to be gliding and all that kind of shit crossed out. And DaBaby don't need to fall or hit his head or do nothing else. He already ugly. You see what I'm saying? You know, anytime, I keep telling y'all that anytime you got that funny looking shit, and I know people say, DaBaby, he handsome. He handsome when he got on, he handsome. You see what I'm saying? He handsome. It's a difference in between being handsome and being cute. And ain't nothing cute about DaBaby. And if he is, I can just imagine how some of y'all baby daddy look. You see what I'm saying? I can just imagine how some of your baby daddy look, and that's why y'all sons and shit look like they daddy. But thank God, you see what I'm saying? Thank God, you know that he was paying attention when he created the church. You see what I'm saying? Put the mama just a little more further in. You see what I'm saying? Well, the children came out looking like something. But you know, what I got to say about it is I feel like it was some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like, you know, that that it was a fair fight. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a fair fight. So if it ain't a fair fight, and if y'all got to jump and do all that kind of shit like that, you know what I'm saying? You can't get no cool points. And you can't get no, you don't get no cracks for that type of bullshit. Now, when y'all get y'all one-on-one, and if he drop your little midget ass, let me tell y'all something. Now, let me tell you, DaBaby, look. Now, Daddy Lee hugged me, not husband, but brother. brother. Let me show y'all how he look, because I got that nigga on my phone. And I don't even like them bright skinned niggas. Now, I don't want to hunch on them and they're like that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, he cute, though. And, you know, he a rapper or whatever. Why y'all putting the man hair and all that and carrying on? They're doing all that. You see how they was putting the man hair? See, DaBaby was mad because when he had them the thin, them little plaits that he had up there at the top of his head that he done cut off, thank the Lord. They was thin. You see what I'm saying? They was thin. And since they was thin, you want to pull the man hair. Now, that's whole shit. That's whole shit. Don't pull the man hair. If you going to do the man, do the man. But putting the hair and all that, bro, that's jealous. You know, especially when your shit grow like it grow. You see what I'm saying? Especially, now see, that's the kind of shit that happens. You see what I'm saying? See, if I had long, luxurious hair and shit, the first thing a bitch want to do is pull my hair out. You see what I'm saying? The first thing a bitch want, but I ain't got no hair. So you see what I'm saying? So y'all hoes get to want to grab and all that shit, bitch, your hand gonna slide right the fuck on down, cause he ain't enough for you to motherfucking grab. You see what I'm saying? Dick sucking tendencies, Alexander. Dick sucking tendencies. Pull the hair. Dick sucking tendencies. But you know, we finna go on to our next goddamn story. That was some whole shit. You know, you don't get no respect. You don't get no respect for jumping and all that. Now, the next story that we got is coming out of Birmingham, Alabama. Birmingham, y'all want to stay on here. Y'all want to keep staying on here, so I just keep putting y'all on here. Y'all said y'all wanted to start coming out here, and guess what? Y'all done started showing that. So it look like every week it's some bullshit going on with Birmingham. So y'all ass on here again this week. So down there at the good old Birmingham, Amazon and shit down there. And Bessemer, Alabama. That's like, how Pritchard is to Mobile. It's like that. So, down there, for me, it's down there. Down there, this girl decided that she wanted to run up on a nigga. I don't know if this is her ex nigga. What's up, Olivia? I don't know if this was her ex, her ex nigga. They just had broke up or they just had got into it or whatever had happened and all that. So, I don't know if she from the Pride or where she from or whatever. But she felt like she had balls. Carmenita just running amok, girl, just running amok down there in Alabama, child. It's all at the job, don't know how to act. Come on in, Valencia. All at the job, just don't know how to act right. So, she decided that she ain't had no pussy. She decided, today, the pussy hole that closed up. Today, the pussy hole that froze up its own pause. You know what I'm saying? She ain't got no pussy. The pussy, that erased itself. The pussy that dried up and balls then dropped. You know what I'm saying? It's outside the pussy. This is what the fuck happened. This is the fuck happened. You down there in Birmingham. This is what had happened. You know what I'm saying? She had pushed. You know what I'm saying? When she sat on the toilet stool this morning, before she got up and took her bath to come to work at Amazon and packed them motherfucking boxes. You see what I'm saying? Before she decided to do that this morning, she went on the toilet stool after the pussy had to dry up. You see what I'm saying? After the pussy had to dry up, and she had to went on there and sat down to the shit, and upon her pushing 2 balls, dropped outside the booty hole. You see what I'm saying? Just dropped that and slid forward. So when she got to work, you know what I'm saying? She would listen to her little shit. You know what I'm saying? I can just imagine. You know what I'm saying? She listened to her music and shit on the way to work and shit. Probably like me, listen to some goddamn white girl shit. You know what I'm saying? She on her way to work. Today's gonna be a good day. Ain't no bitches, ain't no niggas. Hey, don't stand in my motherfucking way. Hey, I'm in a good mood. Bitch, let me hear my fucking blast. I'm feeling real good. But I wish some motherfucker would. You know what I'm saying? Just feeling good and shit. Just feeling good and all that shit on her way to work. And upon her getting out her car, when she pulled in and all that kind of shit like that, feeling good and all that. Upon her getting out her car, something happened. You know what I'm saying? She went on in and all that kind of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And the bitch had to hear her little weed and her black and shit. And then somewhere something happened. And a nigga did a wish you motherfucking would move, right? So that bitch took her motherfucking ass outside. She took her ass outside and when she went outside, she seen a nigga standing over there. You see what I'm saying? And so upon her seeing a nigga standing over there, her balls and shit started jiggling and tiggling and figurating, you know what I'm saying, in her drawers and all that. She forgot, you know what I'm saying, that she had on some pink drawers. That day, Jessica, she decided that she wanted to put on some boxer briefs. That's what the fuck she did. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck she did. That's what the fuck she did. Bitch, that's what the fuck she did. So, upon her coming outside, she seen that nigga and she started running to where that nigga was at. And I'm just gonna show y'all, what happened when her bowels and shit started shaking and all that kind of shit like that. So, here we go. Hold up. Music ain't even stop. It's supposed to be stop. Okay, let me show y'all what she did. Hold up. Let me show y'all what she decided to do. Nah. Oh, child, let me put my music back on. So, Olivia, child, she had ran her ass over there because her balls was jiggling and tickling like I had said. And the nigga had dropped her and all that kind of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? She ran up and she hit the nigga. And then the nigga just, bust one of them on her ass and dropped her ass. Now, see, I know some people don't want you, to feel like that you shouldn't put your hand on no girl. You should put your hand on no woman. But look, if you bring your ass up on a motherfucker, if you bring your ass up on a man and you goddamn hit his ass, bitch, because he didn't talk shit, because he done went and got a little cootie cat, now you bust his motherfucking ass upside the goddamn down, bitch. That's on period, and then whatever come behind, just come behind. But you got to just know, that it's a possibility that upon you, you know what I'm saying, reaching back, bitch, and get ready to swing on that nigga, that you could be clack. Bitch, you could be clack. So the bitch on the motherfucking back. You see what I'm saying? Let the ball run your ass on in. Now he done doing that. Now the moral to this motherfucking story is, if your ass don't want to be goddamn DDT and shit in front of your coworkers and all that kind of shit like that, don't run up on a nigga and pass no goddamn lick. Now if you know that you got that type of nigga that's gonna slap your motherfucking ass back or do your ass, you see what I'm saying? Them new niggas will whoop your ass. The new niggas gonna beat your motherfucking ass. Now them older niggas, they might goddamn let you hit them a couple times and just hold it. You see what I'm saying? They gonna hold. See, my husband, he the type here just hold like bitch, look, now goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? Now bitch, look. You know what I'm saying? And just hold you, and then bitch, you get tired, you just be like, fuck it, bitch, I give up. But then you got these new niggas and shit. You see what I'm saying? You got these Carmelita. You got these new niggas that's gonna get with your ass and knock you the fuck out. So you know what I'm saying? That's the moral of the goddamn story. Bitch, if you ain't got your goddamn armor on, and I ain't talking about the full armor guard and all that shit right there, because the Lord also told you not to be no motherfucking fool. You know what I'm saying? The just help up and give some goddamn water. If that's your friend, and your friend like to fight with her man and all that kind of shit like that, you see what I'm saying? If she the type that like to fight with her man and all that, and you feel like you got to keep on going over there to help save that house, you see what I'm saying? You got to keep, every time y'all goddamn go over there to play cards, you see what I'm saying? Every time y'all go to them niggas' house to play cards, and you keep going over there because the food and shit good, and everybody can make good potato salad, and this hoe make good ass potato salad. You see what I'm saying? So you keep going over there, and every time you turn around, this bitch and her nigga get to drinking. You know what I'm saying? Get to drinking that cheap motherfucking liquor, because you know it get you fucked up quick. You see what I'm saying? And then there y'all go. You see what I'm saying? There they go. Get the fighting and all that shit. Don't get in. Don't get in. Don't get in. Don't get in. Stay out they shit. Stay out they motherfucking shit. Now, we finna go on to the next goddamn story. And the next story is Albert J. Lewis, a 75-year-old gospel singer from Newark, New Jersey, has been charged with criminal sexual contact, unlicensed practice of medicine, and luring up an adult. Now, let me tell y'all something about this nigga here. Now, this nigga here. Now, let me let y'all see a picture of this nigga and let y'all see how this nigga looks. And then I'm going to tell y'all what happened. I'm going to blow his ass up just a little bit. Y'all can see him. This the nigga right here. This him right here. So, what this nigga did was act like, you know what I'm saying, he was practicing medicine and all that kind of shit. And he act like he was hiring, portrayed to act like he was hiring for the Newark transit system, and told this man that he had to come over to his house and he had to take a physical exam. And when the man got there, he started, putting his hands out on the man and told the man to get naked and feeling on the man and all that kind of shit like that. And this is from a 41-year-old grown-ass man. The man who allegedly did this is 75 years old. And the man that went over there is 41 years old. Now, if you want to see the rest of this story, take y'all ass over there to Follow Alert. But let me tell y'all what I got to say about this shit right here. Live it. That's a motherfucker. Let me tell y'all what I got to say about this story right here. Now, if you is 41 years old, and the man was a foreigner, I'm going to say that. He was a foreigner, but I don't give a damn if you from Zimbabwe, bitch. Or Machu Picchu, or any motherfucking wherever the fuck you from. You ought to know that if somebody goddamn call you and tell you that you got a job, and you pull up, they send you the address, and you pull up at their house, and it ain't no building with no sign outside saying it's some kind of practice or nothing like that. Go in Newark, New Jersey, child. Or you can go find a story on Follow Alert. Now, you pull your ass up and to the goddamn house, you ain't question that. You ain't say, well, damn, this shit look residential. You know what I'm saying? Well, damn. You know what I'm saying? This nigga got, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no sign of nothing out here saying what the name of the shit is or nothing like that. You see what I'm saying? And you pull up and you take your ass in there. And a nigga that look like this right here. With these black, see, them said something. When you seen how black he was around his eyes, when I would have seen how black he was around his eyes, I would have knew then it was some bullshit. Because if you're a doctor, why the fuck you don't know that there's some shit that you can put in your eyes and you can take that possum and that raccoon look away from you? You see what I'm saying? But that ain't what the fuck he did. You see what I'm saying? But upon arrival and upon opening the door, and that's what the fuck you saw. You see what I'm saying? You ain't turn around, grown ass nigga. You ain't goddamn stop because you have that's a raccoon. That's a possum mixed with a raccoon, Savannah. That's a raccoon. That's what that nigga is, a raccoon. But upon you walking in there and seeing that the nigga had regular old ass living room furniture. Cause looking like this, the nigga got that old ass furniture and shit. You know what I'm saying? He got that old ass furniture. Upon you seeing the TV with the big back. You know what I'm saying? Upon you seeing the TV with the big back and all that. You see what I'm saying? Upon you seeing the big picture of all the black people that was depicted in the Lord's Supper. You know what I'm saying? In the Last Supper and all that kind of shit like that. Upon you seeing all these clues that let you know that this is an old ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? House and shit. Upon you seeing the paladin bitch when you went and peed. You know what I'm saying? When you went up there, because you know you had to go up there and change clothes in the bathroom because you were in his house. Upon you seeing the paladin and all that kind of shit in the glass with the residue from the food particles and shit, from the grits and shit that he ate that morning. Because he's 75, you know, he's still eating his goddamn grits and shit with his smoked sausage and shit up in it, mashed in and shit with his eggs and his toast and black coffee and all that. Upon you seeing all these clues, you know what I'm saying? To let you know that this is a black, regular nigga, residential establishment. You went on in there and got naked, and went in there and let the man fondle you and all that shit like that. Now you know, I'm just trying to see how you gonna go up in there and tell the judge, you know, Your Honor, you know, I just gonna make it all rise, everybody rise. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna rise so y'all can see my shirt real quick. All rise, all rise, all rise for Olivia, the mothballs and all that shit up in the closet in the bathroom, child. So, you know, all rise and you go up there. I just want to tell you, how's you gonna tell the judge, yes, I'm 41 years old and I'm in my sound and my right mind. And I went in there and I let Mr. Albert, what his name is? I let Mr. Albert fumble my balls because he said I needed to take a physical to dry the city butt. Now, I'm trying to see what kind of physical do you have to have in order to dry the city butt? Because all you see is their ass and sit, all they do is sit the fuck down. I'm trying to see what kind of physical do you got to have to sit the fuck down? You know what I'm saying? And make sure a nigga ain't trying to sneak on the goddamn butt. You got that big ass mirror. You got just up. They got that big ass mirror hanging up there. So a bitch ain't even got to look back. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even got to goddamn turn your neck or nothing. You just sit the fuck down. All goddamn day meshing your motherfucking ass. So I'm trying to see what need was it for a nigga to fumble your goddamn body? And then everybody got them little goddamn wheelchairs and shit that be, you know, motorized. They roll up on the bus. So you ain't got to help them motherfuckers. You just got to chain them in. You know, but you just got to put a latch right here, click that motherfucker together. And they on there. So I'm trying to see what the hell do you need? You know what I'm saying? Kind of thing you need for a nigga to be fumbling on your balls. You know what I'm saying? And checking on them and jangling on them and all that kind of shit. What kind of physical you need for a nigga? And then you went to the nigga house and all that kind of shit. I say you better, you know, Your Honor, sir, you must want to get your balls jangled and swangled on and all that kind of shit like that. Because I just don't know nobody else on earth. They're going to go to somebody's house after you done seen the furniture and the paladin. You know what I'm saying? You done seen the paladin. You done seen the blood pressure pill. You know what I'm saying? You done seen the Viagra and all this shit. The nigga don't need Viagra at work. Ain't nobody there for him. You know what I'm saying? You know what the fuck they did and all that kind of shit like that. He went on up there and did all that. And he done pressed charges and all that, child. So, you know, if I see something else about it, what happened when they go to court and all that, about the nigga let a nigga jiggle his goddamn balls and all that for a job to sit down and ride the bus and make sure a nigga ain't sneaking on and a bitch scan their ticket or their car or they phone. You know, I'll be back on here to tell y'all, but we're going to go ahead and go talk our next story. Now, the next story is, you know, Kanye West is throwing shots and all that shit and Pete Davidson in his new song that he sent us, let us see a snippet of. He'll snippet of and he's somebody pulling up to SNL with his goons and all that shit. And you know, Kanye just going through and all that kind of stuff. And some stuff I agree with him on, but you know, if it's any white people on here and shit, I ain't really seen no white person name. So, you know, I don't really think no white people on here, but if y'all on here, you know, this ain't nothing to y'all, to the ones that ain't after this shit. But, you know, Kanye, why you keep on making all these tweets and these posts and all that shit like that and carrying on and putting out all the family business. Black women don't feel sorry for you. At least I don't. You know what I'm saying? We don't feel sorry for your ass. So what the fuck you thought? She did exactly what black women do. We put up with your shit long enough. You out here acting crazy and shit. You don't want to take your motherfucking medicine and all that shit. You don't want to believe that you bipolar and all that kind of bullshit like that. And then when a bitch get tired of being in the goddamn news because you goddamn hearing voices. And then black people, so we just goddamn love a nigga so hard. We say, you know what? This is not Kanye West. This could be Kanye West. It ain't possible that Kanye West is around here cutting his motherfucking hair like he got Parkinson's disease and shaking and all that bullshit and trying to pass it off as fashion. You ain't the latest, the greatest motherfucker. This ain't Kanye West. Around here moving in the goddamn mountains and shit, and nobody can't come up there. He around there firing motherfuckers and cussing bitches out and talking about he is the Lord and the second coming of the kings and all that kind of shit. He clown. He got to be. That's what black people say. He clown. That's a clown. That ain't the real. Let me tell you something. That's a motherfucking nigga for your ass. That's what the fuck you get for taking your ass over there and thinking that you can go over there and get you a goddamn white woman and she was gonna treat your ass any better than a motherfucking black woman. She did the same goddamn thing. Took your shit long enough. Got the goddamn churn and shit. Cause that bitch was about to die trying to spit them hoes out. So she had to get somebody else to carry. And got them, man, she secured the goddamn bag and got the fuck on when she got sick of your shit. So leave them folks the fuck alone. I know you two coming over there keep messing with Pete Neal. You know what I'm saying? Damn, leave Pete Neal alone. Pete Neal is over there minding their business, going out to eat ice cream and pizza and shit. You know what I'm saying? At the local pub and all that shit. And then you go over there and tear the house down across the street from Kim's house. You know what I'm saying? How we gonna stand up for you, Kanye? How we gonna stand up for you? We can't stand up for you no more, bro. We done gave you all the prayers and to stand up in this. We can't keep saying cause your mama died. You know what I'm saying? Cause niggas just y'all know y'all are upholding nigga and y'all are upholding nigga and they shit. His mama died. Okay, mother, goddamn it, some of y'all mama died, but it's you over here acting retarded and all that shit. Going over there tearing down the house across the street from your soon-to-be ex-wife. And building a new house so you can goddamn be peeking out the window with binoculars and shit trying to see Pete Neal. Damn! That shit, there's something wrong with that shit. All the houses and the land and all the cattle that the Lord got on 1,000 hills. You see what I'm saying? All the cattle and the land that the Lord got on 1,000 hills. And he decided to go get this hill over here. And put cattle on it over there. Right across the goddamn street. That shit ain't right. That shit crazy. It's something wrong with that. So Kanye, go through what you gonna go through with the white woman. Because Kim, her money can better yours. So it's gonna be a long road. That's what the fuck you wanted to be. Don't be trying to go out here and get no dark skin woman. And then don't you got this goddamn new woman anyway? You got this new goddamn woman and all that shit. And you act like y'all on a whirlwind and all that kind of shit. And then you goddamn over there building the house across the street. That bitch don't want to be looking over there at Kim and all that shit, Kim and Pete Neal. You know what I'm saying? Every time she come over to your house and she go out the door, they go Kim and Pete Neal. And the church. And them coming outside and shit. You know what I'm saying? Out doing feminist shit. While you and Kanye sit over there with binoculars and shit, looking at the goddamn window like y'all retarded. And now then you get to start to act like Kanye. And that's why your ass on Lexapro and all that kind of bullshit. Cause you the goddamn with the peeking out the window and all that kind of bullshit. And Kim them to snap pictures of you. Ain't no but eyeballs and all that shit in the goddamn window. That's what I'm saying. That shit crazy. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? All this is allegedly, but you know what I'm saying? That's what the people say. That's what the people say, damn. That's what the people say. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got y'all here, but motherfucker, every time the paparazzi take a picture, every time the paparazzi shit take a picture of Kanye and Julia, they ain't got no eyeballs or silhouette, cause y'all goddamn around there worried about Pete Neal. You leave Pete and Kim them alone. Damn. They over there trying to go on picnics and photo shoots and goddamn go up to the set and let at the church and see what set life is and meet the people over there. You know what I'm saying? The boy that played on goddamn Good Burger and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Over there at the set of SNL, and here you go. You and Julia on Lexapro with your eyeballs and shit peeking out the goddamn window. But you know, that's the fuck I had to say on that shit. We gonna move on to the next story. God, Pete gonna be, you know Pete gonna be crazy. All of them lead them women crazy. I don't know what the fuck Kim them be. They say Kim them be around there drinking blood, child. All kind of shit carrying on. I don't know what the fuck. They be around there drinking dick. They be doing something. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. But hey, y'all thought about this? Hey, y'all thought about them niggas that get with them Kardashians because they got so much money? They do like how women do with men. They get with their ass to stack their motherfucking money, and they be better out financially than when they can. Well, I don't know, because Lamar spent all his money on crack, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But Lamar spent all his money on crack. He ain't had no money when he lived. So I can't say that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't had no money. And maybe there might be something wrong with goddamn Chloe pussy. You know what I'm saying? Because, see, a motherfucker get to losing money when they stick their dick up to Chloe. Because breaking news, Tristan Thompson, for all three of his baby mamas, he's gonna be paying $120K a month in child support for all his goddamn you know what I'm saying? There he go. You know what I'm saying? For all the children. Now you got to be out here. You should have. You put your dick in the wrong one. You put your dick in the wrong. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with it. Something wrong with it. See, the spell this shit ain't work for Chloe. She ain't say her shit right. You know what I'm saying? When they was round up doing the spells and shit with the goddamn women and shit they say, and drinking the blood and all that shit around the tree, allegedly, there was the people say, I ain't said. There was the people on YouTube say, when they was round up, Chloe ain't really drink her blood. She ain't really drink her. See that? Ajna, Chloe ain't really drink her blood. Chloe said, fuck this shit. I ain't drinking this motherfucking bullshit. So Chloe ain't drink her blood. So Chloe, you know what I'm saying, whether the pussy stank, sour, like throwing a hot dog down the hallway, or if the pussy is wrinkled alone, or whatever, they gonna go in it because they drink the motherfucking blood. But them niggas, they can see Chloe pussy like, bitch, you might be the sweet one, but that pussy still ran through. So I know a lot of niggas being there, so a nigga gotta go over here and fuck a few hoes and catch up to her number. And that's all it be. When she comes to the realization that she done took so many dicks and shit that she been in the industry and all that kind of shit like that. Because sometimes a bitch don't want to come into itself. You know what I'm saying? But when she coming to the realization that upon her trying to be like Kim, you know what I'm saying? And she done took so many dicks and all that shit that a nigga feel like they got to goddamn come into the relationship, then get back. You know what I'm saying? So they go, this bitch got 34,000 dicks to be in her. But she rich, and she gonna make my goddamn stock go up. Now he got to go fuck 40,000 hoes. So you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just how it's gonna be. So you just got to, you know what I'm saying? You get what you got to just have open relationships, Chloe, and all that kind of shit like that, because they're just the type of bullshit that you gonna have going on. But Kanye, you know, just sit the fuck down and let a bitch have their little goddamn happiness and all this shit like that. Now we're gonna go to the next story, and the next story, this bitch right here crazy as hell. Let me tell y'all something. When a bitch goddamn need they motherfucking money, don't nobody got time for no bullshit, and a nigga do not care what the fuck is going on. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, what the fuck was going on in this situation to make this lady do this. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, if look, I'm gonna let y'all watch it first, and then I'm gonna let y'all see, because baby, I don't know what her situation was, but whatever it was, look at this. Hold up, I got it. I don't know what the fuck her situation was, but whatever her situation is, she needed her motherfucking money, and that's exactly what the fuck she went and got. Oh, here you go, right here. Let me turn this up. What?
You see this? I mean, look at all that. I was gonna leave. I'm sure as shit. Glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't. Alright.
Now, this lady right here was in Gwinnett County, and she was at the bank and all that. She was at Wells Fargo and all that. You know what I'm saying? Let me give it out there. Child. She went down there to the Wells Fargo. Now, I don't know what was going on with ma'am and all that kind of shit like that. And I don't know what her situation was. Her account was already... So that's what they said. That's what the people say, just. That's what the people say. So the people say her account was already in the negative and she went to cash the check, but allegedly she had some mental issues. I don't know, that's what people say. Then the people also say, they had to took all them fees and shit, and when she went down to cash her goddamn check, they had took the goddamn money. I don't know what was going on. And what made her feel like it was okay for her to jump her ass across the goddamn counter down there to Mr. Fargo them bank. Cause this, first of all, without going too deep into detail and all that kind of shit, oh, I'm saying right there. Without going too deep into detail and all that kind of shit like that. Now, sis, I can tell by the way she dressed and the way she hopped on the counter and all that kind of shit like that to pull the glass like King Kong, that she is a part of the Proud family. You see what I'm saying? And I can tell that she is the man in the relationship, and she got to feed her motherfuckers. See, I don't know what her reason is. I'm just saying this is just my perception. Just looking at her and just just any kind of situation I could think of that could be the reason why a bitch that brought their ass in the bank and they snatched down the glass and they told Ben and them, fuck y'all. Y'all gonna give me my motherfucking money. You know what I'm saying? Today, right now. And if y'all ain't gonna give it to me, then that bitch, I'm gonna hop across this hole and I'm gonna get my own goddamn money. Now, upon that, I can tell that, sis, because I know one when I see one, she tend to suck a little pussy, you know what I'm saying? And all that kind of shit. And I can tell that she is the man in a relationship. So sis had to go out and be the goddamn man and bring home the motherfucking paper, the bacon. You see what I'm saying? So, I don't know if, because them studs and shit, no offense to the studs, but y'all love to go out and get a bitch with 5 children. That they goddamn, and y'all want to make her a goddamn, a wife and shit. You decide you want to be a woman bitch, a woman husband. So, you go get your bitch with 5 children. United, the pussy good. Because they say the more children you had, the better the pussy is. And, I done had 3. And my shit mighty motherfucking nice. You see what I'm saying? So, having 5 kids, I can just imagine how good and how seasoned, the pussy is. See, these young ass pussies and shit. You see what I'm saying? These young ass pussies be pissing all that shit, I'm told. These young ass pussies ain't gonna make you go out here and rob no goddamn bank and all that shit. Cause they still stink and be musty and all that kind of shit. A bitch still learning about their hygiene and all that. These seasoned pussies, you see what I'm saying? These seasoned pussies are how you take your motherfucking ass out there and think you home cold and all that kind of shit and go out there and rob the goddamn bank and go get your motherfucking non-refundable fees and shit that you done inquired and shit from the goddamn bank. Now, I don't know if the steps and shit had to ran out or whatever and all that kind of shit like that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, you know what I'm saying? If the bitch got kicked out Section 8 because the folks found out that the bitch was staying there. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, what nigga you got staying there? I don't have no man staying. It's a nigga staying over there. I seen the nigga. The nigga had on a hat and sag and everything. You can't tell us that ain't no nigga staying over there. So I'm saying, you done came over there dressing like a nigga and shit instead of coming over there dressed like goddamn Lisa. You know what I'm saying? You want to be dressed like Lydell. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being dressed like Lisa when you walk in, now bitch now you out here robbing banks and shit because you got to get your deposit up. So you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's fuck going on, but you know, bitch going to jail. You know what I'm saying? The bitch don't go to jail. She going to motherfucking jail. They just don't got that bitch. So you finna be up in there with all the land of all the pussy that you can goddamn eat. All the pussy of the pussy of the pussy. You gonna be in pussy land, bitch. You about to be in Pussyville, bitch. You about to be in Pussy Wonder, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You about to be in Pussy Wonder. You know what I'm saying? That's where you about to be. Period. That's where you about to be. So you know what I'm saying? Because you want to goddamn go get 750 goddamn bitch. What's it worth? When you sit up in there and you realize that there's some bitches up in there that's more of a man than you is, and they gonna make you suck their motherfucking pussy, and you might not want to suck it because you been watching that bitch. You know that bitch don't bathe every day. You know what I'm saying? And you send your ass every. Just imagine if you had to be in prison. You know what I'm saying? You had to be in prison and shit, and all that, and you will go up in there feeling like you a whole goddamn nigga in the free world. You know what I'm saying? In a free world, when you want confined to eat noodles and all that kind of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You was a nigga. You want your straps and shit. To see some of y'all hoes is a mess. Y'all wear y'all strapping shit to church and all that shit. And then wonder why the pastor and shit be calling y'all ass out and saying he see a spirit and shit on. Cause you got titties and then you got a dick. And then the man confused. He don't know it's a spirit, but this bitch got a spirit of long clitoris or what the fuck going on? He want to pray for you and then you be offended. But see, bitch, you thought you was a goddamn nigga and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? When you was out, because you was with a little petite ass cute bitch and she made you feel like you was a man and she called you daddy and all that kind of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then when your ass get behind them prison walls, you know what I'm saying? And Big Charlene. You know, Big Charlene with the 4 braids to the back, and they thick than a motherfucker because that bitch mixed with some kind of shit like some goddamn Eskimo. You know what I'm saying? Because the bitch mixed with Eskimo. You know what I'm saying? And then your ass goddamn got to get down there, and you got to sit down and you realize this ain't where the fuck you should have been. The 750 wasn't work. Because Charlene is up in there, and she don't give a fuck. She knows she big as hell, and she gonna beat your motherfucking ass if you don't get down there and do what she say. So then you become a bitch. You become a bitch, and see when you get out, you gonna be wearing pearls and shit, cause you over there goddamn niggas on Charlene and shit, get your wigs. You know, so you know that's neither here nor there, but bitch, you going to jail. The next story that we got is this is the last story we got. So the last story that we got is the Pritchard waterboard scandal. Child. Them bitches stealing. Them bitches stealing. Nia, why you stealing? Going to the Gucci store till you couldn't get it no more. Going to the Louis store till you couldn't get it no more. So all the money, so all the money, so all the money, bitch, you stole all the money. You gave some money to Q. That's what the people said. You gave a nigga a loan to get him out of jail. Bitch, you stole all the money. So this bitch should have stole all the goddamn money and shit from down there at the goddamn Pritchard waterboard and all that kind of shit like that. Wait a minute, give me a call. Shit, come back in. Y'all don't say I'm fucked up, bitch. I'm fucked up. I feel good as fuck. You know what I'm saying? This shit is sad as fuck when it bitch did. You went down to the Gucci store. You spent till you couldn't spend no more. You went and got a Louis bag. You swiped that card just like that. You didn't give a fuck about the people in Pritchard. Hey, bitch, all you wanted to do is get richer and richer. You didn't give a fuck for your hurt. You put them people's trust in the dirt. Didn't give a fuck if you did that shit. Bitch, you went down there and bought all them contacts. Bitch, how you need $15,000 worth? How did you do that? Bitch, you stole all the mine. 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 Bitch, you a fucking thief. Now the city of Pritchard got some fucking beef. They want their motherfucking money back. It was $1,225 and what's up with that Olivia? That bitch stole all the money. Shit think it's funny, ain't nothing funny about that bullshit. It's all about the people that getting hit to the left and the right, and all you gotta do is put your motherfucking shit in front. You stole all the money. Now you stole all the money. Bitch, you stole all the money. You stole all the money. Bitch, you stole it all. Bitch, you tried to get rich. Bitch, you better sell them Louis bags. Cause bitch, you about to have a tag across front of your shirt. You stole all the money. Bitch, you stole all the money. Over $1 million, she stole all the money. And the bitch got a $400,000 no, bitch, you stole all the money. Yeah, I'm gonna stop. I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up. I'm gonna stop. Anyway, this the last goddamn story and shit. You stole all the money. You stole all the money. Okay, so for real. Okay, so Neil Bradley and her crew and all that shit. They work down there at the Pritchard water board down there in Pritchard, Alabama. Unless you've been hiding on a rock, because we had good old sis Rachel. She got there and broke the story and all that shit. But whether y'all like it or not, that is my coworker. Rachel, they broke the story. They used to work at WPMI. That is my coworker. She is a fellow co-anchor. a fellow news reporter and shit. So what was I saying? So and all that shit. She broke the story and she had dropped out of receipt. The receipts and shit, so y'all, all you gotta do is just hashtag it or go up on somebody's page and you can find all the receipts. And go over there to Rachel page. And if somebody know what Rachel's name is, put it down there in the comments and all that. What's up, Arlesia? And and then this bitch went about all this extravagant stuff, like I said in the song that I made up off the dome. She stole all the money. You know what I'm saying? That's the name of the song. That is the song that is especially for y'all down there that did that bullshit at the Pritchard Water Bowl. She stole all the money. Now, so, upon, them making all the purchases and all that kind of bullshit that they did down there at the goddamn Pritchard Water Board and making all the, and getting Q out of jail and all that kind of shit like that. And when they should have been making a donation to his goddamn campaign, it went for mail because that shit ain't worked out. It did not work out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They say money and shit, talking bullshit. Well, it was more bullshit than money because, you know what I'm saying? They ain't gave you up $1,500 plus the $300. And he had to pay that back and all that kind of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Q, did you pay back your loan? Because, I like Q. Q, did you pay back the loan and check the inbox? because I hit you up and asked you, did you want to goddamn do an interview and explain to the people why you was down there taking funds and shit. You know, there was that the people of Pritchard was using to pay their water bill. Now, you know, that's what the people wanted me to ask you, and it's my duty, and it's, you know, it's a legend for my family. You know, it's a legend. You know what I'm saying? You know, and all that shit like that. And the people have to come out here and do my job as a spokeswoman for the people. You know what I'm saying? And the people wanted me to ask you, you know, since you be down there marching up the King's Highway and all that shit, that's the people of Pritchard. That's what they said. I didn't say it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even live down there. You know, people say I don't got no opinion because I don't live down there. But you know I don't live down there. It's my duty to come out here and ask. You know what I'm saying? Why did you partake, you know, in some of the stolen funds, you know what I'm saying, from down there at the Pritchard Water Board and all that kind of shit like that? Because, you know, that's where the money came from, because there was not a part of your pay plan when you had signed on to be down there working at the Pritchard Water Board. You was down there allegedly and all that kind of shit like that. All that kind of stuff like that. When you signed on, it wasn't a part of the in your contract to get bond money and all that shit. You know you prone to get locked up. You know what I'm saying? You know you prone to going to jail and all that kind of shit like that. So any job that you get, Q, I know you driving trucks and all that kind of shit. Go back and have your people write a clause in your contract that you prone to go to jail and you might need to borrow bail money. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? That's what the people say. I didn't say it. You know, I'm just on here to try to give you good advice and all that kind of shit like that. Now, upon, you know, them investigating and going through that. Now, the damn Ashley Rich, the DA, Mobile County. Now, she came on there and she did a press interview or whatever. And she got on there and act like she really knew that this bullshit was going on. Now, upon me being on Facebook since 2009, I know for the last 5 years or so, I done seen people here and there talking about they got their water bill and shit. And I did just like everybody else. I just skipped over and didn't really worry about it. And now the shit can hit the motherfucking fan, where it has been chatter. Because if I can hear it all the way up here in Vegas, and if my eyes can look on Facebook just like hers can, you know what I'm saying? And she on the inside, if she can, bitch, Ashley, you know what I'm saying? You know, you finna retire and all that kind of bullshit like that. But, you know, and I hope that you bust this motherfucking case wide open and that these people pay for what the fuck they did, because what they did was fucked up. But, bitch, you cannot sit up here and act like you just ain't had no idea of what the fuck was going on and all that shit like that. You know, these motherfuckers buying food trucks. And who the fuck bought a food truck? Y'all hoes ain't selling no concrete on that motherfucker. Y'all should have bought a truck to pour concrete in them goddamn potholes and shit out there. Then you would have been motherfucking doing something. So a bitch stop fucking up their goddamn tires and bumpers and shit, be shaking and shit when they be goddamn trying to go to the goddamn big daddies and shit and fry daddies and all that shit and get something to eat over there and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Damn. But, you know, she act like she didn't know what the fuck was going on and all that. And she just appalled and surprised. And she got to look at all the goddamn evidence and all that kind of bullshit. The evidence is the people. If you will listen to the people, you know what I'm saying? The brown people, you know, be like you listen to the white people. You know what I'm saying? You would have known and you would have goddamn did what the fuck you supposed to been did, because you've been here in the channel for years. But because it wasn't your people and because it didn't affect your area and because it didn't affect your motherfucking bubble, you chose, ma'am, to not give a fuck. And that's just what the fuck, you know, the shit is. To just be real and just say that and just say that now since you goddamn know. Now that Lord have mercy, Tamisha. Now that since you know that you gonna do something about it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you weren't taking no payments, ma'am, as a, you know, being the DA or Mobile County. Hopefully you weren't taking no payments or nothing like that, you know, under the table and shit, to act like these people weren't suffering. Because it's wrong as fuck. Because this what the fucked up part is. They get to go out there and buy all this lavish stuff and live this extravagant lifestyle on the backs of the people. And like the post I had on the video I put on somebody's business right here on YouTube, where they was the lady came forward and was talking about how her mother is on a fixed income and how she had them high ass water bills and shit like that. See, when you do that, when you sit there and you spend and you do that and you take advantage, You ain't thinking about or don't give a fuck the people that got to incur the cost of what it is that you do. So y'all goddamn go on a shopping spree and spend thousands and thousands of dollars and $4 million up to $4 million for what they found so far. But it's 25,000 pages of paperwork and credit card statements that they got to go through. So you know we ain't even got them. This ain't even the gist of it. So you pass those costs off to people like that. That's on a fixed income. And that's where the shit is not funny. We can laugh and we can have, and all that kind of shit. But where it's fucked up at is when your mama is round now. Because, you have mamas that actually raise their children and they real goddamn parents. And they don't want to burden their children per se. This is just real shit. That don't necessarily want to go to their children and say, I need help. Just the tip of the iceberg, Jessica, that I need help paying this goddamn bill because they feel like they raise their children to be on their own. They shouldn't have to come to their children. So imagine them real mothers, the real ones that don't want to go to their child, although they on a fixed income and say my water bill is $1,200 and it's just me here. Ain't nobody here but me. And they over that motherfucker going hungry and you don't know it. You know what I'm saying? They're over there put a little bit on this and put a little bit on that. And your mama at that age on that got to remember the payment arrangement that she made and all that kind of book. I'm just saying, if I put myself in somebody's shoe, in that person's shoes. I was an older woman on a fixed income and I was in Pritchard and I had to pay $1,200 water bills and it's just me. And I'm like, because I'm like that. I don't ask my children for shit. I can ask for shit. Just stay the fuck out my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Or just if you have, can't nobody afford no $1,200 water bill. Just a struggle when a mother had to decide what she can get her children for Christmas because she had to pay the water. Either the water gonna be off when their ass wake up, or their ass ain't gonna be able to get nothing for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? I don't even believe in Christmas, but if you do, I used to, and I know the kind of way I used to think, and it was very important to me to get what my children wanted and what they really earned, and it was important for me to have it. You know what I'm saying? God damn it, you Santa Claus, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, I'm a big stepper. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get this shit. And for a mother that knows she busts her ass and do what it is that she got to do. And at the end of the day, 2 + 2 ain't equaling 4. And so she got to goddamn, that shit is not right. That shit ain't right. You know what I'm saying? It's just not right. So, I hope all y'all hoes go to jail, Neil, Bradley, and crew. All y'all hoes need to go to motherfucking jail. And y'all need to sue these motherfuckers for mental anguish and all that shit, for all the pain and shit y'all done had to go through, dealing with the goddamn all the shit y'all done had to motherfucking deal with. And now me, I go, if it was me, I go get my own lawyer. I went and goddamn loop up with everybody else with their lawyer, because bitch, I'm not sharing my motherfucking money with y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I would goddamn go get my own lawyer. But y'all hoes going to jail. Bitch, y'all hoes going to jail. This is the end of our show. Thank y'all so much for coming over here. Y'all just don't know how much I appreciate it. I'm going to be over here. From now on, and in the group once I get out gun restrictions. But please tell your friends and tell your neighbors to bring their ass over here on somebody's business on YouTube, because this is where the fuck we at. You know what I'm saying? To come over here and get all y'all seeing y'all goddamn news. The show starts every goddamn Saturday, and the bitch was on time. You know what I'm saying? I was on time at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I love y'all so much. I love everybody that love me. I fuck with everybody that fuck with me. Y'all help me build this YouTube page up. Because I like to goddamn we have to get this shit up like we was on Facebook. And all that. But I'm gonna talk to y'all later.